MVP Auto Review. Welcome to another deep dive into the machines that make our hearts race. Today, we're talking about the rebirth of a legend, the 2026 Plymouth Hemi, CUDA. A name that has been whispered in muscle car circles for decades has finally made a thunderous return, and let me tell you, it's not just nostalgia. This is raw American muscle reimagined for the modern era. The moment you lay eyes on the 2026 Hemi, CUDA, it's clear the design team went for a perfect balance between retro homage and futuristic aggression. The front fascia screams vintage Plymouth with its bold, split grille and quad LED headlamps, but they've sharpened the lines, lowered the stance, and added aerodynamic elements that give it a predatory, track-ready look. The hood features a functional shaker scoop, yes, the kind muscle car purists dream about, feeding cool air directly to that beast of an engine underneath. Wide fenders house massive 20-inch forged alloy wheels wrapped in sticky performance tires, giving the CUDA an unshakable presence. From the rear, the taillights pay tribute to the original 1970 model while being sculpted with sleek LED technology, paired with a ducktail spoiler that enhances downforce without looking overdone. Open the door and step inside, and the Hemi, CUDA greets you with a mix of old-school soul and new-school tech. The interior wraps you in high-quality leather with contrast stitching, Alcantara inserts on the sport seats, and a driver-focused cockpit that's both luxurious and purposeful. The retro-inspired gauge cluster is actually a fully digital display, but it mimics the classic round dials of the early 70s. A flat-bottom steering wheel, carbon fiber trim, and a minimalist center stack show that Plymouth aimed for a driver's car first, a tech hub second. Still, you're not missing modern conveniences. There's a high-resolution infotainment system with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, a premium 12-speaker Harman Kardon audio setup, and customizable drive modes that adjust everything from throttle mapping to suspension stiffness. Now, let's talk about the heart of the beast. Under that aggressive hood lies a 6.4-liter supercharged Hemi V8, pushing an eye-watering 720 horsepower and 680 pound-feet of torque. This isn't just about straight-line bragging rights. The engineers have tuned it for a broader power band, so you get instant acceleration whether you're cruising in third gear or flooring it off the line. The supercharger whine paired with that deep, guttural exhaust note is the kind of soundtrack muscle car fans dream of. A 6-speed manual is standard, because Plymouth knows its audience, but for those who prefer lightning-fast shifts, an 8-speed automatic with paddle shifters is available. Performance figures are as jaw-dropping as you'd expect. 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.2 seconds and a quarter mile in the low 11s, with a top speed brushing past 200 miles per hour. But what's surprising is how composed the 2026 Hemi, CUDA feels in the corners. Thanks to adaptive suspension, a wider track, and a near-perfect weight distribution, it doesn't just excel on the drag strip, it can hold its own on a road course. Brembo 6-piston brakes up front and 4-piston rears ensure stopping power is never in question. Of course, Plymouth knows that a modern muscle car can't just be a gas-guzzling throwback. That's why they've integrated cylinder deactivation for highway cruising, start-stop technology for urban driving, and even a mild hybrid assist that adds a touch of extra torque at lower RPMs while improving efficiency. It's not a Prius, but it's a nod to the realities of 2026 emission standards without dulling the thrill. Driving the Hemi, CUDA is an event in itself. Every touchpoint feels solid, every input feels immediate, and the connection between driver and machine is pure. In sport mode, the exhaust valves open wide, the suspension tightens, and the throttle response becomes razor-sharp. In comfort mode, it relaxes just enough for long drives, proving that it can be both a weekend warrior and a daily cruiser if you're willing to keep your right foot in check. Plymouth has also made sure the Hemi, CUDA stands out in the personalization department. Buyers can choose from a range of heritage colors like Plum Crazy, Vitamin C Orange, and Sublime Green, along with new metallic and matte finishes. Optional stripe packages, aero kits, and wheel designs mean you can tailor your CUDA to be as subtle or as wild as you like. At its core, the 2026 Plymouth Hemi, CUDA is more than just a car, it's a statement. It's proof that even in an age dominated by EVs and autonomous tech, there's still a place for raw, unfiltered muscle. It's a love letter to the golden era of American performance, written with modern ink. And while it will face stiff competition from both electric hypercars and other high-performance gas-powered icons, there's something about the CUDA's blend of history, power, and style that feels untouchable. In a world where so many cars are built to be safe, predictable, and politically correct, the 2026 Hemi Cuda is unapologetic. It's loud, it's brash, it's everything a muscle car should be, and then some. Plymouth didn't just bring the Cuda back, they made sure it came back swinging, ready to reclaim its crown. If you ever needed proof that legends never die, just take one drive in the new Hemi Cuda. You'll understand instantly why this name still carries so much weight, and why its return is one of the most exciting moments in modern automotive history. If you want, I can also make you a clickbait YouTube title, description, and hashtags for this Plymouth Hemi Cuda review so it's ready for posting. Would you like me to do that next?